everyone. Hope everybody's having a great conference. My name is Marcos Boschetti. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Nelogica, one of the largest invest techs in the globe, but more about that in a second. First of all, I'd love to make a promise here. This is gonna be more a chat-like talk and not a formal presentation. That's our style. And one of the things I'd love to share with you today is some lessons we've learned over time. You know, we've been working with trading technology, investment technology for the traditional market and now crypto for over, when you get everything, for over 15 years. At the end of this year, we're gonna be about 800 people in our company. We are backed by some big names in the venture capital and private equity world. But this story was all about, at the beginning, two guys that loved the markets and they were trying to make some money trading, and then they realized that it has nothing to do with gambling. It was all about science. But it was really, really expensive to play the game as institutional players. So we decided to do our best to bring all those institutional grade tools to the retail world. And I think we have succeeded. Today we have now basically 1 million customers in our customer base, 1 million individual traders and investors. But we're not an exchange, we're not a broker, so we team up with financial players like exchanges, digital banks, asset managers to create the best trading and investment journeys that we can. And the crypto world came to knock in our door about, time flies, it's 2021, in 2017. It started slowly, but thousands of messages by the end of the year, in 2017. Nelogica, we want access to the crypto markets. We want to have access to liquidity. We want to use our analytics and trading tools from the traditional market. We want to apply that to the crypto universe. So we thought, well, we have to deliver. That's our job here. And that's where this crypto journey begins. And believe me, it's a really nice one, because we got a very special group of almost 100 really, really good traders, really successful traders. And we try to understand what makes a great, successful trader and what's the difference to let's say, an average one or not so successful one, and use that as a guideline to create this new platform. And our crypto platform, named Vector, is the result of a very unique combination of low latency data engines, exchange aggregation, traditional analytics, on-chain analytics, risk controls, special order management tools, and at the end of the day, everything a successful trader needs to do their business, to perform in the markets. And that's a key thing here. The best traders we know, they treat trading as a business. It's a business. They manage risk. They have their trading plan, and they try to have the best technology to help them in the journey. Another thing I'd love to share is that those players, they usually had a background in traditional markets. So either it can be fundamental analysis or technical analysis or order flow analysis, but they bring together to the on-chain analytics another way to see the market and then combine that. So there's a really, really successful trader that we know. He loves to see how is the order flow going. Is there big orders, is a huge amount of small orders. The market is aggressive. How is the market going? So I would say that the second thing, either technical analysis, charting, or momentum, or order flow analysis. They usually combine with the on-chain analytics. They usually combine those more traditional techniques used for futures, options, equities. So if you have the data, you have the tools, why not trying to see how they fit together? And those guys, they usually do that. So this is something really, really important. And also, so we had to create this combination to allow them to trade effectively. So we have the on-chain analytics, and then we have all sort of tools in terms of traditional market analytics, let's say like that. One third thing that it's worth mentioning is that those guys and top traders, they are really, really serious about managing risk. How much you're willing to risk at every single trade? How much of your account you're willing to risk? And it's a kind of complex way to talk. It's a complex matter, but we've developed a lot of tools to help them do that. For example, maybe you've seen that someone is trading, the market is falling, and you keep buying low, and you keep buying low, and then especially when you're trading derivatives, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be liquidated. But if the tech is helping you, and there's a warning saying, I'll block you if you try to be buying the dip, and you are in a high risk position. This is a tool we have to help them manage risk. At the same time, if you can control your drawdown, if you're making, let's say, $2,000, you can just click a few buttons and say, don't let me give back more than $1,500 back to the market. Protect me. So our technology is gonna help them to manage those different situations, and with automatic, and it's gonna take you out of the market if those levels are reached. So those are some simple examples, but we have tens and tens of different tools to help you better manage risk in a professional and scientific way. So this is a really important thing. The most successful traders and investors, they're really serious about portfolio, about managing risk in a systemic way and in a per trade way. So this is something really, really important. Top traders, they have context on their minds. Maybe the market's is going down that day, or market's going up that day, and you're going to be reactive. But there is some very important homework to be done before. So I'll give you an example. In the crypto universe, we are fortunate enough to have the blockchain technology, and that's a transparent technology. I mean, anyone can simply walk through the different blockchains and gather a lot of important data. And we don't have the same, for example, in the equities market. Sometimes it takes up to 3 months for quarterly results to come out, to understand how is the dynamics, the economics of certain companies. But in crypto, we have things real time. So how healthy is the network? What's underneath the ocean, the crypto ocean? For example, let's take hash power. What's happening to hash power? The computing power driving Bitcoin, for example. That's a very important correlation with price and other variables. Another thing, some of my friends, they're top traders, they want to look at. For example, there are some really important metrics that we can look when you're trying to understand the market and create this kind of context. One example is the inflow and outflow of crypto into and out from exchanges. If you have your crypto in your wallet, and for any reason you decide to sell, then you're gonna transfer that back to your exchange, and then you're gonna sell it. So if you have, this inflow of crypto to exchanges, and that's that's happening in different exchanges, maybe there's a really important sign that selling pressure is coming. This is just one example. We have hundreds of metrics, but that's how top players, they start to create this context I was mentioning before. And as we have inflow, outflow, we have tens of other different signals that you can be tracking. If you're, I like to say, if you're flying an F-16 jet, you're not just gonna look at the speed or fuel. You're gonna be tracking different types of indicators and metrics, and that's what you should be doing when you're trying to understand and maybe predict some important price points and price movements. One thing we love about Vector is the trade automation capabilities. Execution is a key factor when you are getting to the market, leaving the market, and you want to go in and exit, at the best price possible. So execution and helping with the best execution possible is a really important thing. I think because we've been trading for so many years, every time I get into the market, and that's the same, that this is something I ask our tech team to bring to Vector, is I love, for example, OCO orders, bracket orders. So for example, when I get into the market at a certain price, I already have my stop loss and my take profit. If the market hits my stop order first, then it's gonna cancel the take profit order automatically. And the opposite the same way. If it hits first my take profit, fortunately, I hope so, then my stop order is canceled. So this kind of management, going to the market, you already know your limit, when you're how much you can lose, and your target place to live, and the system manages everything for you. It's really, really important. And the same way, some people love to trade using trailing stops. Others prefer using the charts. So we have a visual trading tool that you go there, just click, and you see your order is aligned on the chart, and you can just move around to change the price. So it's very easy. It's really, really, makes the trading tangible, because you're actually seeing the price and the line. It's really easy to interact with it. So this kind of, you really have to be empowered by the tools, by the tech. It has to be there to help you to do. It doesn't matter what's your style, but execution and the right tools to execute, that's key. And we brought everything to Vector. Another thing is that, sometimes we have a hard day. The market was confused, or we didn't have a clear view of the market for any reason. So we have the paper trading, simulated trading, the market replay technology. So if something goes bad on a certain day, you can just go back and rerun that market log. I want to relive the market from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and see how I would react to what's happening. And then it's much easier to realize the mistakes you are making and why, and what's our rationale. And this is one really, really important thing that Vector has, and we love about that. Finally, I love to share with everybody that we have a very strong community tool within Vector. It's called VTalk. Then with VTalk, you can chat, you can do live streaming, you can create groups, you can talk to like-minded people and learn from them and share your knowledge. And we have millions of messages a day of people interacting and changing information. That's like a very focused and important instant messaging system built within Vector. We really think that in crypto, community is a very important thing, and our traders, they say that's a really valuable piece of software they have, and that's how they connect to other crypto traders every day. That's a really nice thing. So, in a nutshell, that's a lot, but a few really important lessons we've learned. Number one, trading is a business. You have to think that as a business. What's my trading plan? Where's my stop loss? Where's my take profit? How much capital am I willing to risk? What time of the day or the night, because crypto is 24/7, I'm gonna be trading. I have a good place to trade. I have a good place to invest. What kind of bias I'm bringing to the market with me? So we gotta be professionals. We have to have this trading is a business mentality. This is something really important. The second lesson, context. Context is really important. We have to at least try to understand what's happening, and in a macro way, in a big way, what are the huge movements that are behind the market, the huge forces that are behind the market. How is the inflow, the outflow, the hash power, the most important signals? There are a lot of materials, a lot of knowledge about on-chain analytics. Let's create context before going to the trading day. The third thing, top traders, they manage risk. Risk management is something really important. So, understanding the points, the financial commitment, trying to avoid gambling behavior, trying to use the technology to help us to exit the market at the right time if things go wrong, and have this safety net, and at the same time help us to keep on track about our trading plan. So managing risk is really one of the fundamentals of a great trader, and all of our best traders, they have this kind of behavior, this kind of they are worried about risk management. The fourth thing, execution. Find your style. It can be through special orders, trailing stop, using the charts, using the order book. But execution is important. Find a way, find your way about trading. You feel more comfortable about trading off the charts, that's okay. You feel more comfortable about trading using the order book to quickly drag and drop and use the trade automation tools, that's fine. But execution is a key point. So it goes beyond simply limit orders and stop orders. There's a lot of tools that professionals use every day, and it's important to learn about them. So execution is the fourth important thing, the key factor I'd like to highlight here. So to finish this quick presentation, I'd like to say that we will continue to listen to our customer base and be there innovating and creating state-of-the-art technology. Nelogica and Vector, we are committed to provide the best, and we'd love to invite everyone to be together in this journey. I think the world is about to change, and you are part of a revolution, so let's do it together. It was my pleasure, and don't forget, trading is science. Thank you.